George and Kawhi on the perimeter. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. And for Denver, down low, it's Gordon and Jokic. Murray and Barton, the guards. And it's Porter in at the small forward. And two elite teams here. You hear players say that it's just another game. But Grant, I'm not sure that's true.
Well, we all know you want to bring the same focus and intensity to every game. But the reality is, players get up for the big games, BA.
There's the foul. It's on Will Barton. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Now Jackson. Puts it up. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Leonard for 3. A rebound by Murray. Here's Jokic. The shot no good. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. He's guarded by Barton. Pass to George. Off target from outside. Here are the Nuggets with the ball. You know, Jokic is such an interesting personality. Very focused on the court, but fun and relaxed off.
There is a reason why they call him the Joker. I mean, it's not just because of his last name. It's because of his personality. He's jovial. He's always joking around with his teammates, and he keeps the locker room pretty loose. And appreciation for Jamal Murray and his athleticism getting all the way up there.
Leonard passes to Zubac. George outside. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Gordon. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Pass to George from the elbow. It's George on the wing. 4 on the clock. Baseline try.
A very sluggish start on offense. 4 attempts with nothing to show for it.
Now Gordon, defended by Jackson. And Gordon with the big finish.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
George against Barton. George drives in. And the jam by George.
Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little over, but I love to see him get up.
George against Barton. Here's Jokic. Rebound by the Clippers.
They took the season series against this opponent last year. High-profile games are the best.
Leonard on the wing. There's the triple. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Kawhi confident in that shot there. Just gets the ball, and he really didn't waste any time.
Murray passes to Jokic. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Jackson finds Leonard. Back to Jackson. And he banks in the layup.
Not sure when Kawhi saw him, but the fact is he did, and he delivered. It's a great pass.
Murray is doubled. Barton outside. Sinks the 15-footer.
With defense that soft, you have to take them to task.
Jackson outside. Leonard outside. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Kawhi has really perfected that stroke, and he did not come into the league with that kind of skill or that kind of threat from the three-point line.
Pass to Barton. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Morris.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Denver.
The first one falls.
I think Will Barton has figured out that scoring from the free throw line can be a good thing.
Both good from the line that time. A minute 15 left in the first quarter of the game. And here's George. Leonard right side. The shot comes out. Good D by Jokic. The Nuggets have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Barton, the pass to Jokic. Passes to Jackson. Back to George. To the paint. Rejected by Jokic. And they'll keep possession.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter. Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding, rising up off the ground.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And the jam by George.
Paul George, a swing player, and right there swinging on the rim.
Barton against Jackson. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Jackson outside. For 3, George. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Nuggets ahead. They lead by 4. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2. For those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in this first half.
I'm loving the ping pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
Murray and Barton the guards. Porter Jr. the small forward with Gordon holding down the 4. And it's Jokic in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
And as a leader, Murray is vocal. Talks to his teammates up and down the floor, and he pushes everyone, and they tend to follow.
George with the bucket.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
And Murray's vocal to the opposition as well.
He's used to the trash talking. I mean, he loves to challenge people. I mean, does it cross the line at times? Well, it depends on who you're talking to.
Jackson finds George. Off target with the 3. Denver has gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. Murray passes to Jokic. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Offensive rebound. An easy 2 on the layup. Jokic has got 6.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Leonard passes to George. Defended by Gordon. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
Paul George doesn't just score. He can pass it as well. He's a great all-around player.
To the inside. Gordon. No, stopping him there. Jams it in. And he's fouled. An opportunity to three-point play. That one on Morris. Another season underway for the NBA. Grant, was there an opening night that sticks out in your mind?
Well, for me, rookie year opening night is always special. Came out the gates 25, 10, and 5. Of course, 2004 was special, too, after not playing the entire previous year.
Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And Kawhi rising up and bringing that one down.
Murray passes to Porter. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
George outside. Driving inside. And the jam by George.
PG showing that. That's a signature dunk from him.
Murray is doubled. Pass to Porter. Now here's Gordon. Clock at 6. And there's Porter on the assist by Gordon. Porter's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to George. Leonard for 3. Hits a three-pointer.
Leonard.
Leonard's got 11 points.
And that's his first triple this quarter. 3 total for the game.
Outside Murray. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. It's George on the wing. We've got 1:23 left in the first half of this game. He nails it. That's his fifth make in 11 tries.
You see Paul George just focused that time. Opportunistic bucket, gets to the interior and does the work.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul. The Nuggets have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Here's Murray. There's the drive.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Marcus Morris Sr. That's his 4th personal foul.
And he makes a first. And the Nuggets will go for a different look here. Najee, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Dozier comes in for Porter Jr. Rivers is checked in for Barton. And it's Morris in for Jamal Murray. Morris against Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
Up top, Morris. No good. Here's George. Up and over Gordon. And the first half comes to an end.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Serge Ibaka is out there with Nicholas Batum. Then it's Terrence Mann. Then there's Eric Bledsoe. And it's Kennard in at the 2. Kennard with it. Guarded now by Morris. Here's Ibaka. Will not go. Misses off the front iron.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
It's blocked. Kennard, right side. Bledsoe, the pass to Ibaka. And the basket is good.
Ibaka mixing it up again there on the inside, using his size.
About a minute played here in the second half. Morris passes to Green. Ooh, great D that time from Ibaka.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Bledsoe outside. The drive by Man. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Takes it inside. And it's Green missing.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
Well, you were Rookie of the Year back in 1995, Grant. For young guys coming into the league, how difficult are expectations right out of the gate?
Well, rookies these days are way younger than when I played. I mean, I was 22 my first year in the league after 4 years in college. So, you know, I think we have to give these young players time to develop and learn how to become great in the NBA.
Morris for 3. Here's Dozier. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
Man, good whistle there.
First team foul.
That free throw good for Morris.
At the line for Denver, Monte Morris.
So he gets them both. For Los Angeles, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. To the middle. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Clippers lead by 2.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Talk about fit being so important in this league. When you look at Eric Bledsoe, his first 3 seasons, he struggled with the Clippers and was behind Chris Paul, averaging just 6 points a game.
Just a little too eager for that rebound. As a result, gets called for the over the back.
Yeah, just might have to take it down a notch there. Don't like the result of the foul. I like the tenacity, just not the foul.
And how about the mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
They got to start in L.A., but Bledsoe was traded to the Suns in 2013. Then Eric went off for 17 a game his first year in the Valley.
Feel like Bledsoe chomping at the bit for that kind of opportunity and transforming into one of the premier scoring guards in the NBA just like that. It's a bulldog mentality on defense, too, that opened the eyes of a lot of opponents and GMs across the league.
Here's man.
2 minutes remaining.
That drops, and it comes off an assist from Bledsoe. And it's a 6-point Clipper lead.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Inside, Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the opening.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Pass to Batum. Wide open look. And he hits the jump shot. Batum's got 4 points this quarter.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Here's Rivers. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Well, this will always be a part of Serge's game. Rim protection on the inside. That's nasty.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Or with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 16-6 run. Pass to Ibaka. And it's good. 2 points. Ibaka's got 6.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Here's Morris. Here's Najee. And it's blocked. He keeps control of the ball. Kennard with it. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Batum. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Batum's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
The kick out to Morris. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Down low. Here's Kennard. No good. And so it's Los Angeles, ending the quarter up 10. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. All right, stick around. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense. defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Monte Morris is out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Jeff Green, and it's Najee in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Basket's good. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Pass to Morris. The Clippers grab the miss. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds now. Inside, Batum. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And passes like that demonstrate just how much Kennard is a team-oriented player.
Denver calls timeout.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And the Nuggets going with a whole new group out there.
Guys, thanks a lot. I had a chance to hear what Mike Malone was saying to his team. He's been really discouraged by their effort. He said, quote, it's about want to, fighting through the adversity. Look at yourselves and ask, quote, what can I do to help us win? He's laying down the challenge.
Allie, thank you.
Now, sometimes there's passes and then there's precision passes. Murray with one of those there.
Jackson finds Leonard. There's the drive and the dunk by Leonard.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside. That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul, and they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved. It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Here's Murray. Misses off the right iron.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there. Great timing there. Paul George rising up, collecting the ball, and throwing it down.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Gordon. And it's rejected. And they recover it. Back to Murray. Over Jackson. And at last, they get one to fall.
Murray finding himself in that mid-range position. He doesn't pull a lot from there, but he's capable.
George passes to Leonard. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Jackson outside. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And he makes it.
What an advantage it is to have someone like Leonard. Everyone knows the shot clock is running down, but they also know that he'll get up a good shot either way.
Here's Murray. And the shot no good. A bit short. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Got it.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. It's George on the wing. And that one's long. For Denver, they've got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says, in a great win for the Clippers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, BA, it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Kawhi Leonard.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Murray for 3. That one doesn't drop. So the Clippers will take it the other way. To the wing on the left. Back to Leonard. Fires the 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Just knifing his way to the rim.
He looked practically unstoppable on that play.
That's his 5th personal foul.
He hails from a small town in Serbia. Jokic played basketball, but also a number of other sports that he credits for his current skill set.
Yeah, he says water polo helped with the one-hand passes, and volleyball helped with the tip-ins. And the harness racing, well, who knows? But he was obsessed with it.
Leonard with the ball. Checked by Gordon. Leonard can't get it to go. And here are the Nuggets. Here's Murray. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
So it's the Clippers winning. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight. And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mental. Okay, here's what the schedule for the Dallas Mavericks looks like. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. Then on Friday, they'll be playing against Eric Bledsoe and the Los Angeles Clippers. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. Jackson and George, they're manning the backcourt. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Leonard in at the 3. And for the Mavericks, Luka and Hardaway, they make up the backcourt. Finney-Smith at small forward with Porzingis at the 4. And it's Powell in at the 5 spot. George outside from deep. It's rebounded by Dallas. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That's his first foul for teams that were close to a title last year, Smitty. I'm sure opening night couldn't come fast enough.
You're totally right, B.A. Unfinished business at hand, and they are chomping at the bit to get the season going. Unfortunately, in this league, you have only one winner. That's going to drive your coach crazy. Protect the basketball. He lost focus for 1 second. There goes the possession. One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Now here's Doncic. Hardaway on the wing. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
With elite passing skills and court vision, Doncic is an advanced distributor for his age.
They double-team George. Now here's Leonard. He's marked by Finney-Smith. And the basket by Leonard.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Doncic against Jackson. Right side, Finney-Smith. Knocked away. It's stolen by Leonard. In transition, here come the Clippers. Jackson finds George. Back to Jackson. It's George on the wing. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it.
And the tremendous confidence of Luka Doncic. Part of what makes him special, I think. What comes first, you think, Grant? The talent or the swagger?
Wow, tough question, B.A. I think it's the talent. When you have great talent, then you have swagger. And you have to remember, I mean, he played professional in Europe at the age of 16. So he may be young, but he's well seasoned. And he's been at this for a long, long time.
Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Denied by Leonard. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. And out of bounds, Dallas will have it. And with this break, a chance to see the best passers in the league from last season. 5th on the list, Luka Doncic.
Not a lot of guys had better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
Doncic with it, defended by Jackson. Doncic outside. 6 on the shot clock. Wide open. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. George passes to Zubac. Got a piece of it. Back to George. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Up and over Hardaway. That shot is off. And it's Dallas the other way. Pass to Doncic. Outside Finney-Smith. Outside Hardaway. To the inside. Outside Finney-Smith. Over George. Finney-Smith's shot is off. The Clippers trail. They kick it out to Porzingis. George against Hardaway. Back to Porzingis. Oh, George with a steal. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Leonard passes to Jackson. Out to Leonard. Now here's George. Tries it from 16. Knocked loose.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Doncic on the wing. From deep three-point range. No luck on that one. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Mavericks ahead, leading by just 2. We've got more in store for you. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Mavericks.
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
Finney-Smith at small forward with Porzingis at the 4. Luka and Hardaway, they make up the backcourt. And it's Powell in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Pass to Powell. Back to Doncic. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Doncic has gotten his second bucket.
Fearless play by Doncic in the paint. Ready to do whatever it takes to find his shot.
George finds Leonard. George against Hardaway. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The Mavericks leading. Doncic passes to Hardaway. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
One thing I've also noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off turnovers.
Leonard outside. And the dunk by Leonard.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Doncic against Jackson. Here's Finney-Smith. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Finney-Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. George passes to Jackson. Back to George. To the middle. There's the double with Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Leonard for 3. On target from range. Leonard's got 7 points for the quarter.
There's the response. Kawhi rarely changes expression, but you know what he's thinking. I got your back.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. For 3, Hardaway. And the Mavericks, another 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Looking at the modern game, Grant, what adjustments would you have to make in your game to thrive in the league today?
Well, I would have worked more on developing the three-point shot. Back in the 90s, it was more about the mid-range game, a la Michael Jordan. But these guys now, they live at the arc, and that's just not how we did it back in the day when I was playing.
And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis.
First team.
That's his first foul. Leonard outside, driving it. Oh, are you kidding me?
Amazing!
So explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
Remaining in the first half.
And he lobs it up. The lob, very well done. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter. Leonard outside. Connects from downtown. Leonard's got 16.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
Jackson against Doncic. Hardaway up top. 6 to shoot. Doncic passes to Powell.
Gifted moving the ball. Luka is one of the best passers in the league.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from the three-point line in the second. Pass to Jackson. Back to George. To the paint. To the inside. Zubac. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks. So hits 1 and misses 1 at the line. Dallas has gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. Brunson with it. Jackson in his pocket. Here's Brown. The kick out to Brunson. And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Bullock. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. The Clippers have gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. 17 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Shot clock at 5. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Mavericks on top, leading.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They led by 2 after the first.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. They've got Terrence Mann, Luke Kennard out there with Eric Bledsoe. Then it's Serge Ibaka, and it's Batum in at power forward.
Maxi Kleber. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And he drops the first.
Nick Batum. 2 shots.
It's both from the stripe.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Brunson against Bledsoe. Outside Brunson. With the putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Brown's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Back to Kennard. The 3 is up. Hauled in by Brown. Dallas has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. And the jam by Brown.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Kleber against Kennard. Bledsoe for 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Brown's got 4 rebounds now. Brunson up top. He's covered by Bledsoe. Morrison against Bledsoe. It's Bullock on the wing. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Kennard against Brown. And here's Ibaka. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Batum. Shot clock at 6. From 7 feet away, Kennard can't get it to go. The Mavericks have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Kleber against Ibaka. Here's Bullock. Kick out to Brown. Puts up a 3. Bullock's shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Mann, defended by Brown. Bledsoe, pass to Ibaka. And the jam by Ibaka.
The aggressive side of Serge coming through as Serge himself at the rim.
Left side Brunson. And Brown with the stuff.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Pass to Batum. Back to Bledsoe. Here's Batum. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
What vision from Bledsoe. A point who can score it and dish it.
Inside. Kleber passes to Brown. Ibaka with a steal. And he's going for the oop here. Alley-oop up top. Hammer it home.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch. Great flush. Bledsoe against Brunson. Pass to Brown. Back to Bullock. To the middle. Second shot opportunity. Outside, Brown. Pass to Bullock. Shoots over Bledsoe. Excellent D there from Bledsoe.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Here's Kennard. No! They're unable to get the tying basket there. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Kleber passes to Brown. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Down low. Brown. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 6 points. The Clippers trail. Kennard outside. Pass to Batum. On the wing, Bledsoe. Back to Batum. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Batum's got his second basket of the game.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. Mavericks ahead, up by 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Hardaway Jr. and Finney-Smith, they're out there on the perimeter. At the 4 and 5, it's Porzingis and Powell. And it's Doncic in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Kennard against Hardaway. Pass to Mann. Back to Kennard. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Kennard's got his first 2 points of the night. Doncic outside. Right side, Finney Smith. And Powell with the stuff.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Doncic on the wing, defended by Jackson. Doncic is doubled. From behind the arc. Fires in the triple. Now it's a 7-point Maverick lead.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Finney Smith's gone 2 for 3 from the field. Doncic against Jackson. It's George with the drive. And George with the jam.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Outside Finney Smith. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Pass to Hardaway. To the inside. Here's Powell. It's tipped. George outside. Now Jackson. Leonard outside. And stolen by Hardaway. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. And that one is stuffed right through.
The unique perspective of a big. Porzingis has great awareness and the ability to easily find the open man.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Leonard passes to George. 5 on the clock. Back to Leonard from deep. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got his 4th assist in this one.
Crucial points. Kawhi stepping up to the plate when his team needs him the most.
Doncic finds Porzingis. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Kicks it to George. Here he goes. Hammer it home.
Don't break it.
Big dunk.
Wow.
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
On the wing, Finney Smith. Leonard defending. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. George against Doncic. George passes to Leonard. Jackson outside. Pass to Zubac. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Dallas has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Jackson against Doncic. Outside Hardaway. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Highlight reel dribble move, and then the athleticism takes over.
Woo! Yep, he wasn't going to be denied there, showing all the skill. Money.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. Here's Jackson.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
Here's George. Money.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. Just don't want them to run out the clock.
And so, Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
one to meet them at the rim. The call to ball has been answered now. Let's get season 2 started now.
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach. All right, here's a look at the schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Hassan Whiteside and the Utah Jazz. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. Now Denver's starting 5. Down low, it's Gordon and Jokic. On the perimeter, Barton and Porter Jr. And it's Murray in at the 1. And for the Mavericks, Hardaway Jr. and Finney-Smith, they're out there on the perimeter. At the 4 and 5, it's Porzingis and Powell. And it's Doncic in at the 1. Now here's Murray. They grab their own miss.
Yeah, great hustle from Gordon using his patented vertical to sky up for the board.
Doncic against Murray. Kicks it out to Hardaway. And there's the lob. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Pass to Murray. Here's Barton. Back to Murray. Here's Gordon. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Look, this package that Jokic has, instinct, length, timing, you don't have to jump really high if you've got those things working for you to be effective as a rebounder.
Now here's Doncic. To the middle. Up again. Back to Porzingis.
Dominant play from Porzingis on the glass, securing the ball and finishing the play strong.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter.
Well, you know, coming off knee surgery last season, Porzingis got off to a slow start, literally. He struggled to move his feet defensively, and even offensively he struggled. It takes a lot of time to get back to full strength when you're coming off that much missed time and that kind of injury.
Now here's Doncic. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist from Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one. To the paint. And stolen by Porzingis. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Now, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking. Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Count it. Clark, it was rumored that the Mavericks explored the market for Porzingis last season.
Well, we know how good he can be when he's healthy, B.A. The question has been, can he stay healthy? And that's been a challenge for him thus far, and that may have led to some of those rumors you heard.
Jokic's shot is good.
Hey, even by NBA standards, Jokic is a mountain of a man. 6'11", they list him at 284. That's almost a 1/7 of a ton, folks. The Joker can handle whatever contact he embraces. Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing, but they don't want to chance that again.
Count it. Good.
That's a terrific play and a good sign. This team needs Porzingis to facilitate as well as score the ball.
In the first 2 minutes.
Doncic against Murray. Up and over Doncic. And that one comes up a bit short. The Mavericks leading. Hardaway up top, covered by Jokic. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Doncic. Back to Hardaway. Clock at 6. Porter pulls it in. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 6 since the tip. Here's Murray. And another miss by Denver.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Nice shot by Finney-Smith.
Well, he's really a good passer for a big man, guys. Porzingis very solid at setting up his teammates.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Now here's Doncic. Back to Hardaway. Inside, here's Powell. It's good.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Murray from outside. He drops it from range. Murray's got 5 points.
Boy, the defense has to respect Murray's range. I mean, there's a reason he's a volume three-point shooter.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Left side, Porzingis. Porter with the steal. Pass to Murray. Over Hardaway. Good D by Hardaway. And that does it for the first quarter. The Mavericks on top, up 4. Don't go. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Hey, guys, they're passing the ball very efficiently here in the first half.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
On the court for Denver, Murray and Barton, the guards. Down low, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Porter in at the 3. Now here's Doncic. Pass to Hardaway. To the inside, Powell. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Jokic. To the middle. Here's Gordon. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts. Nothing more exciting than opening day in the NBA. Grant, how pumped are these players right now?
Oh, they are so pumped indeed. I mean, look, the offseason can be a long one, but every player loves when the games really start to count.
Doncic with it, and Jokic picks him up defensively. 4 on the clock. Hardaway, the pass to Powell. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Last year, this team got the better of them in the season series, so they're looking to correct that.
And, you know, with 2 teams in the upper pyramid in the early going, important to establish that pecking order, especially within your conference. So this game is important.
And the Mavericks with possession here. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go. That one's good for 2.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Porter's shot is off. The Mavericks have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter.
You know, for all his skill, and he's got plenty of it, one thing that people don't realize about Doncic is just how strong he is. And he's still uber young. With time, his frame will only get more imposing, and that's bad news for the rest of the league.
Murray from outside. His 6th miss of the game, just 2 for 8 now.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
The 3. And it's Doncic missing. And at 6'7", 230 pounds, Luka Doncic has the physical tools to attack the paint.
And because he's got that body and those skills, he doesn't shy away from contact, B.A. If anything, he knows exactly how to use that size and strength to his advantage.
And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Well, what an athlete this Porzingis kid is. I tell you, you put the rock anywhere near him, and he's going to throw it down.
Murray passes to Gordon. Doncic with a block. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Gordon. That's his first foul of the game. And we've got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Doncic against Murray. Back to Doncic.
Fantastic defensive instincts, encouraging signs of progress from Jokic.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside Porter. Jokic. Great positioning on the putback. Jokic has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. From outside the arc. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Jokic with it. Now Doncic defending. And it's Jokic missing. The Mavericks have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. And Powell with the stuff.
Got to give it up for Powell now. I mean, he excels at rising off the ground to punch home these alley-oops.
Barton, the pass to Porter. Down low. Here's Gordon. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. For Dallas, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Doncic outside. 46 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Here's Gordon. No good that time. And it's Dallas the other way. Hardaway on the wing. He's guarded by Barton. Hardaway, the pass to Powell. Into the lane. And Powell with the stuff.
And Powell is a tomahawk jammer. I mean, he gets a head of steam behind him. He's ready to throw it down.
The drive by Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And so it's Dallas leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped him build an advantage. We'll be right back after this word.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They did lead by as many as 7 points in the first period. Well, for the Mavericks,
we've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Dwight Powell with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, he really outdid himself in that first half. Stepped up and gave them a big lift.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
Luka and Hardaway, they make up the backcourt. Finney-Smith at small forward with Porzingis at the 4. And it's Powell in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
When you play with Luka now, Doncic, he's ready to find you if you're open, so you've got to be ready to receive.
Rivers' shot is off.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, if you're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Now here's Finney-Smith, guarded closely. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Najee. The Nuggets trail. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
When a guy has a 7'6" wingspan like Porzingis does, it's just tough to get away from him or get by him. That allows him to block a lot of shots.
Out of bounds. It'll be Nuggets ball. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Pass to Najee. To the paint. Here's Green. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got a rebound number 5 here tonight.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
And there's a 3-second violation. And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks.
Substitution for your Mavericks.
For Denver, they've gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half.
And one thing that talent evaluators wondered about with Doncic coming in, was he quick enough to play point guard? And in case you're wondering how that worked out, the answer is yes, in bold capital letters.
Here's Bullock. Green covering. Pass to Brunson. Back to Bullock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And Brown with the stuff.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
And for the Mavericks scouts, there was never any question. Luka Doncic was born to quarterback an offense play.
Boy, he sees the game 2 frames ahead, B.A. I mean, he's got the ball on the string. He's got great size. I think he's a blend of Magic and Kidd when you think about how he sees the floor. They weren't the quickest either, but like Luka, they got where they wanted to when they needed to.
Back to Brunson. Inside. And Brown, the bucket on the assist by Brunson. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Here's Rivers. Basket counts.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
1:14 left to play in the third. Here's Bullock. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Kleba. And the layup is good. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
Nice offense here. Close in. Great bet to go.
Brunson against Morris. Pass to Rivers. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And that's good as he hits both shots. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Bullock. 6 on the shot clock. Kleba outside. No good there. Green with the defensive effort. The Nuggets have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. And he comes up with a bucket. Rivers has got 6 points. Now here's Brunson. He's covered closely. Here's Bullock. 3-pointer, no good. Left side, Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Nuggets ahead, up by 1. Don't go anywhere. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And Monte Morris is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Nuggets going with a whole new group out there. And Denver looking at who they've got to start the 4th. On the perimeter, Barton and Porter Jr. Down low, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Murray in at the point. Finney Smith's shot is off. Denver in the lead. Pass to Gordon. Powell with a steal. Now Hardaway. Doncic with it. 4-3. Gets a hand on it. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 1. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Mavericks.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Something else they've excelled at is their interior D. Their rim protection has been outstanding.
To the middle. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
And, you know, this is what Powell does best. Establishes himself deep inside and jams it home.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Murray, no good.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Powell passes to Porzingis. And he's going to the line. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants him to take another look at the monitor.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Hey there, guys. Mike Malone was just reviewing the plan with his team. He focused on perimeter play at both ends. On D, he wants to prevent open looks from deep. And at their own end, he thinks they can create better shots with better ball movement. We'll see if he gets his wish. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Doncic passes to Powell. Count it.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Here's Murray. A quick look, no good that time. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Doncic with it. Checked by Gordon. Doncic passes to Powell. Back to Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Powell. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
The Nuggets have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Pass to Powell. Here's Doncic. 6 to shoot. Let's go with a 3. Drops in the 3. And it's a 5-point Dallas lead.
Doncic not afraid of the moment, actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Hardaway against Barton. Here's Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
But, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Barton, the pass to Jokic. Back to Barton to stop the run. The Nuggets with another miss.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Pass to Hardaway. Up and over Gordon. The offensive rebound. Gordon with a steal. Murray with it. Now Doncic defending.
Barton stepping into the breach. He wants to take these big-time shots.
Hardaway against Barton. Doncic outside. Back to Hardaway. To the inside. Here's Porzingis. And it's Denver with a rebound. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Gordon can't hit. For Dallas, they've gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Hardaway rejected by Jokic. Here's Powell. He's off on that one. And the Nuggets going the other way now. Outside quarter. Fires the 3. Can't hit that one. Down low. And Powell with the stuff.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Hardaway on the wing. Left side Porzingis. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it. Hey, you can't just have skill and confidence to make big shots. You got to have a big ticker, too.
And so the Mavericks take the...
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the...
The 2K League just wrapped up its fourth season, and the search is on already for Season 5 draft prospects. Now, joining me is a community ambassador for the 2K League, BFW. Welcome back to 2K TV.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I love the work you guys do, man.
We're so happy to have you on the show. And like I said, qualification tournaments started last.
Our cameras caught the Clippers arriving at their building and coming. Now it's ended out to David.
Kevin, thanks.
He is definitely letting the play develop, DA. Thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. The forwards are Porter and Gordon. The guards are out there for them, Murray and Barton. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Los Angeles, the guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And here we are, opening night. Brent, do you have some special memories from an opening night you played in?
Man, I'm fired up, Kevin. Opening night. I hope you're excited. I know you are. I remember back in 1995, those many years ago, we had played against the Phoenix Suns, and they at the time had a player that said something during a free throw when the arena was completely quiet. Clippers against Suns. I can't repeat it in this broadcast, but at the commercial break, Kevin, I'll share it with you. But thank you for reminding me of it. And appreciation for Jamal Murray and his athleticism getting all the way up there.
A three from Leonard. They get it again.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now here's Murray. From deep three-point range, Gordon. No dice on the putback jam. Clippers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. George with no one around. Connects from three-point range.
Just deadly from outside. PG getting some space. Does not hesitate there.
For 3, Murray. Again, the miss by Murray. Los Angeles has gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. And George with the stuff.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here. And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Outside for George. Driving in, and it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, Paul George, look out, hammers that one home.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Murray, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Murray's got his second bucket of the game to go.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
George against Murray. And then George with the jam.
Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a little over, but I love to see him get up.
Here's Murray. Again, the miss by Murray.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might sleep. Well, not known as a flashy dribbler, Leonard showing off more handles than a 6-door limousine.
For 3, Murray buries the long-range jumper. Murray's got 7.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Here's Jokic. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And how about Jokic just with a tremendous read? Where was that ball going to carry him off the rim? He was in the right position.
Down low. Here's Zubac. It's hauled in by Michael Porter.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Los Angeles leading by 8. Jackson kicks to George. 55 seconds left in the first. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Poked away, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Gordon inside. Jokic trying to free himself up, and it's Gordon. That time on the assist by Barton.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
George looking over the floor. Up top, Leonard, guarded by Porter. George finds Zubac. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And it's 13 points for Paul George. Jackson against Murray. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Murray, no good. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Jackson. Nobody near Leonard. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you think, guys?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Love to see PG getting into that zone, committed to find the points.
Murray against Jackson. Murray with it. And that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Defended by Gordon. Outside, George. Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Yep, that one goes.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
Here's Murray. Banked in off the glass. Murray's got 11 points.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles.
And you talk to Murray. He said it was a lot of fun to grow up in Canada. Wanted to prove that you can play ball there and still get to where you need to go.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Outside Leonard. Here he goes. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now. And as a prep, Murray formed a duo with Thon Maker to defeat some top American schools.
And Murray blew up in some of the showcases. 5-star recruit, top 10 pick. Canada producing yet another exceptional talent.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. George against Barton. Shot from the top of the key. And it's George missing. The Nuggets trail by 15. Barton passes to Murray. Back to Barton. The 3. Drops in the tray. Barton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You can see how dangerous that catch-and-shoot game can be. Will Barton continues to impress.
Zubac kicks to Jackson. And there's the pass to George. Here's Leonard, guarded by Porter. Back to Leonard. Shoots a fader over Porter. Not enough on that one as it misses.
He wanted to keep that shot from getting blocked, but in the process, he gave it no chance of going in because of how unbalanced he was on the fade.
Clippers leading by 12. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Nuggets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. To the middle. And Jokic slams it in.
I like that from Murray. Not an extra dribble. Get the ball to the open teammate right away.
George against Barton. Pass to Leonard. Jacks up a three. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Barton dishes to Gordon. And the rejection by Zubac. Guarded by Porter. Jackson passes to George. George double teamed. Here's Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. It triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while
the clock runs out and we're heading to halftime. Clipper.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Paul George taking care of business in this one. He ended up with 15 points, 3 rebounds.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Bledsoe is out there with Kennard. Then there's Batum, and it's Ibaka, and it's man in at the 3.
Kennard making a good read that time, and he's an underrated playmaker.
And Nick Batum, he can kind of give you a bit of everything on the wing, a true jack of all trades.
It's interesting, GA, because that versatility is what got him a long-term contract to play in Charlotte for a number of years, and now coming full circle, he's back to that versatile play around other guys who are star players. That's what makes him so valuable to any club he plays with now.
Offensive rebound, and it goes down 2 points. Green's got his first bucket of the night.
You know what? You can see there's momentum right now. A nice hustle play there on the glass and the finish.
Kennard on the wing. He's guarded by Rivers. Here's Mann. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Kennard for 3. It's rebounded by Najee.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly sometimes things get chippy. As a player, Greg, how do you handle that as when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things, and at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
Kennard's shot is off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Dozier kicks to Morris. And the rejection by Ibaka.
When it comes to the timing, Serge Ibaka has that in spades. A great sense for blocking shots.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And Morris drops them both. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Ibaka. And Bledsoe, here we go. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And you got to hit Eric Bledsoe extra hard to prevent that type of scoring opportunity. Just too physical as a point guard.
Najee passes to Green. Foul. The Nuggets have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Jeff Green. And Jeff Green drops them both.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Kennard with the ball. Now Green defending. Kennard kicks to Bledsoe. Back to Kennard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Feeds it to Ibaka. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. And that one, good.
And passes like that demonstrate just how much Kennard is a team-oriented player.
Morris looking over the floor. Lets the 3 fly. Kennard with the rebound. Clippers leading by 6. And it's Bledsoe off the drive.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read. Calls his own number and then sends it home.
And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
2nd personal foul. 4th team foul.
1:10 left here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Najee.
Remember, Serge led the league in blocks, and he's been selected to the all-defensive team a few times, so not the best idea to test that guy.
And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Bledsoe passes to man. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And Ibaka showing you all of the length that he has there that time with the jam.
Now here's Rivers. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Offline from the high post. It's Bledsoe on the wing. Batum passes to man. Back to Batum. Pass to man. Just 5 on the clock. He kicks it to Ibaka. And it's Rivers with the rebound. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 10.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was his gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
It's tipped. Martin surveying the floor. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well on this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Foul. The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. The guards are out there for him, Murray and Barton. And it's Dozier in at the small forward position. Kicks it to Leonard. There's the three. No good. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's Barton. It's hauled in by George. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the foul on Will Barton. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. Porter's checked in. Here's Leonard. Takes it inside. And then Leonard with the dunk.
What an athlete as Kawhi gets a step on the D, and they're helpless.
Here's Murray. And then Murray with the jam.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Zubac kicks to Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Jokic with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Deep 2 from Murray. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Clippers leading by 6. Leonard with the ball. Outguarded by Murray. They get the rebound. Outside for George. Those 3-pointers off the mark. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And that one's good. Barton.
Well, Barton takes some tough shots. Used to making them. He did there.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Murray, good.
Murray gets creative around the basket. That time, dynamic off the bounce.
LA's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Porter against Leonard. The feed to George. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shot clock at 6. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Just smart use right there, Paul George in the mid-range.
Murray for 3. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. Clippers leading by 6. And George kicks to Leonard. Back to George. The pass to Leonard. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Nuggets ball.
The Nuggets trail by 6.
2 minutes from
Murray outside.
2 minutes.
Again, the miss by Murray. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Defended by Gordon and stolen by Murray. Unhindered, going all the way. Goes back up. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Inside, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And they've done some nice work as we come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Jackson passes to Zubac. Outside for George. 6 on the shot clock. Driving to the basket.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
Martin inside the line. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Back to George. Leonard looking over the floor. outside. George. And stolen by Barton.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one? Look, Jokic continues to get confidence. He is becoming that guy for this team.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. On the wing, Jackson. Off target from three-point range.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but we really need to score a bucket here to stay alive. That's a testament to the effort there.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one.
We want you. We want you here playing against our pros.
And you mentioned that you guys scout, right? But what do you look?
And the starting lineups have concluded. So, Jit. Well, we can finally say it. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin.
David, he clearly is a special talent, and his resume shows. Thank you. Now, we'll look at Dallas' starting lineup. The guard pair, it's Doncic and Hardaway. Finney-Smith in at the forward with Porzingis as the other. And it's Powell in at the center position. And for Los Angeles, outside the wings are George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
To the wing on the left. Outside Leonard. George against Hardaway. 5 on the clock. Back to Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Well, Smitty, opening day is upon us. You excited for the new season?
I am, Kevin. First of all, you love seeing the new rookie class, how they fit in. Second, a lot of these teams with a lot of trades and moving parts, and some of these franchises that have acquired new coaches.
And Doncic gets it to go.
3 points.
And scanning the floor well. Porzingis all about finding open teammates when they've got a look.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
He sure can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely. side. Porzingis buries the easy one.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
Now, here is George. Leonard looking around. There's the try. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Ouch. Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of greatness in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
The D totally forgot to mark him, and as a result, he put them on a poster with that dunk.
About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Reggie Jackson can still provide scoring. Maybe not at the 19 points per game level he once did, but he can still make an impact.
Leonard with no one around. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
As a coach, you feel so comfortable with Kawhi on the floor. He's one of those guys, when the clock is ticking down, get him the ball.
They grab their own miss. Out to Hardaway. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Outside Jackson. 1:49 left to play in the first. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. On the wing, Hardaway. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Leonard. Porzingis kicks to Finney-Smith. From deep. A shot off that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And Reggie Jackson, Steve, as you said, not the big scorer he once was.
He's got a reduced role, Kevin, on this team right now. But he can still get you a bucket when needed. Credit to Reggie Jackson for staying ready at all times.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Hardaway finds Doncic. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Doncic has got 5.
And it doesn't matter if Luka is working on or off the ball. You have to stay connected to him defensively.
Left side Jackson. Outside Leonard. Doncic with the steal. Pass break Dallas. Hardaway with it. George picks him up. The 3 for Doncic. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists tonight. And they double up Jackson. Pass to George. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. George has got his second bucket.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Hardaway against George. And the layup's good off the glass.
Hardaway Jr.
5 seconds left to play here in the first. From deep three-point range. And so it's Dallas heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disrupted.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The team leaders, George and Leonard, are the wing. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position.
An efficient scorer inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Hardaway with it. Leonard picks him up. To the inside. Finney-Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 4th assist in this one.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. No good on the triple.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And you know you're special when you're drafted 3rd and people still can't believe you slipped that far. That's how good Doncic has been in his young career.
And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. They swipe it. Outside Leonard from the arc. He doesn't hit that one. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. And Greg, at the time of the 2018 draft, Luka Doncic was regarded as the best international prospect ever.
And that sounds right because, you know, coming from Europe, a lot of people assume that he's got a low ceiling, but he's surpassing all those expectations.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
George passes to Zubac. Outside Leonard. He kicks it to George. 4 on the shot clock. For 3, Porzingis with the rebound.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
And the dunk by Powell.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the floor.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. And Zubac picks up the foul.
That's his second.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
There's 1:54 left in the first half of basketball. Outside, Porzingis, clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. All right, Greg, you're a lefty. We're on the call tonight. Here we are courtside. Who do you think is the best left-handed player currently in the NBA?
Oh, it's the beard. James Harden, Kevin, no question. But Zion's going to be carrying that torch for us lefties going forward. I have no doubt he'll make us proud.
And then Leonard with the dunk.
Wow, with that strength, if Kawhi wants to drive it, there's not much you can do to stop him.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Back to Leonard. Hardaway against George. Here's Leonard. That one a little long.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. He dishes it to Powell. Here's the teardrop. That one misses. His first miss of the game after making his first 3. George against Hardaway. And George with the stuff.
I mean, he is explosive with his leaping ability. Paul George is well versed in finishing above the rim.
Hardaway with a wide open look. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Good if it goes. And no good on the last second attempt this time. So we've reached the end. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 8 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. Let's start with you, Shaq.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Clippers trail by 9, getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. Jalen Brunson out there with Reggie Bullock. Then there's Moses Brown. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Brown in at the 3 slot. Bledsoe passes to Ibaka. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Ibaka's got the first bucket of the third here for the Clippers.
A solid playmaker. Bledsoe has the vision to take advantage of an imbalanced defense.
Brunson the pass to Kleber. Now Bullock. The pass to Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. Now here's Kleber. Defended by Batum. And the rejection by Ibaka. A shot by Batum, no good. Brown kicks to Brunson. Bledsoe against Brown. Passes it to Bullock. To the paint. Brown inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
It's stolen by Brown. It's stolen by Ibaka. Down low. Here's Kennard. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
You know, Serge Ibaka, not the player he used to be, but he still has great touch on his shot. Doesn't have that same explosive step, but he's still good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And it's blocked by Brown. Now, here's Bullock. Not a lot of room. Brown, good.
Moses Brown.
And it's an 11-point Maverick lead.
And when he was younger, Ibaka was one of the more athletic players in our league.
Totally agree, and we have to give credit to Ibaka for adjusting his game. He's changed how he's played as he's lost a little burst. It's allowed him, though, to be a great contributor late in his career.
Bledsoe dishes to Ibaka. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Brunson.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball securer. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
Kleber, the pass to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Tries it from 19. And it's Bullock missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Batum, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal
and
foul.
The length that Batum provides on the wing, Smitty, great for both sides of the ball.
It makes switching on picks so much easier, GA. Nicholas Batum has been a solid defender his whole career, in large part due to that unbelievable wingspan.
Brunson the pass to Brown. Back to Brunson. Brown outside. to the middle. Here's Kleba. Great D that time from Batum.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Outside for Bledsoe. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Driving the lane.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Inside, here's Kleba. Chalk up 2 there. Kleba's got his first basket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Bledsoe against Brunson. Man passes to Ibaka.
And that time, the defender a little out of control. Serge Ibaka wily enough to draw the foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
Because he knows he makes a living at the line. He invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Now here's Bullock. Kennard covering. Bullock good.
Reggie Bullock.
And the Mavericks lead by 9.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Bledsoe. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Jalen Brunson.
An underrated two-way player. Bledsoe wows you with his offense, but he's also made the all-defensive first team.
And he's good on the second.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Brunson against Bledsoe. To the inside. It's intercepted. And so it's Dallas in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
That's his first personal
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter.
Substitution.
So with George on the bench, here's who Teron Lou's going with. They've got Bledsoe. Batum is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Man in at the small forward position. Count it.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Jackson passes to Leonard. No good that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Brown, the pass to Brunson. Back to Brown. Down low. Brown right side. Pass to Brunson. Shot clock at 5. Second shot opportunity. The shot, no good. Clippers trail by 10. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on the screen.
Brunson the pass to Brown. And then Brown with the dunk.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Leonard, no luck. Dallas leading by 10. Brown outside. Leonard with the steal. Finished off the break.
You see, that is just rude. Kawhi picks it, triggers the fast break. See ya.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Jackson against Brunson. Pass to Brown. Brown right side. Leonard with the steal. And oh, here we go with George.
nobody back.
And the shot goes in. And it's 6 points for Marcus Morris.
Running it down their throats. 3 straight baskets there in transition.
Jackson against Brunson. There's the pass to Kleba. Drills the baseline jumper. Kleba's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And let's also add, he has touch from there. That's a solid shot for him.
Here's Leonard. The shot by George, wide open. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Brunson kicks to Kleba. Back to Brunson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Brunson's got his first points of the night.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Here's George. Outside Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Can't help but love the way Leonard plays the game. Stone-faced assassin.
Brunson against Jackson. Brunson the pass to Bullock. Inside. Here's Kleba. Brown. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Zubac finds Leonard. That 3 off the mark.
Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense.
Hardaway against George. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Porzingis.
And that's a clutch bucket by Morris, showing the team they can count on him down the stretch.
Here's Dallas. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. To the left wing. Here's Finney Smith. Misses the 3. George way outside. Money! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now. Again and again, they're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Reggie Jackson. That's his first personal foul.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
A generational talent. Doncic able to carry a team and make others around him better.
You have to admire how calm he is under pressure at the free throw line in a key situation.
And the Clippers call time here. What do you think, guys?
Well, you need the 3 here. A quick one. I mean, very quick. Has to be catch and shoot. One fluid motion. A very difficult shot, but it is definitely not impossible.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field, and a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
How many spots are open? Is there a certain amount of draft prospects that you're looking for this year?
Anywhere around 200 to 300 people can possibly make the pool. We want to give our GMs and coaches the opportunity to have the best available talent to them on draft night.
Awesome. What do you think about NBA 2K22?
I love it, man.
The city of Denver is in. And we've got.
Hey, Kevin.
But I love that resilience. It shows with their success on the floor. Thanks for that story. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. The guard pair, it's Doncic and Hardaway. Finney Smith in at the forward with Porzingis as the other. And it's Powell in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Denver, the wing set for them, Barton and Porter. Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. And it's Murray in at the one. The shot by Powell, no good. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets.
And Dwight Powell continuing his comeback. The ruptured Achilles back in 2020. And that injury now not the career ender it once was.
Well said, Greg. Guys come back from that because of the advances in technology and training. And a credit to Powell that he's back and looking as tough and as impactful as ever. He's a guy that kind of holds the mortar together on teams. Does a lot of the stuff that needs to be done.
Murray, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Porzingis can't hit.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Now here's Hardaway. Following the miss by Michael Porter. Hardaway goes in. Lays it up and banks it in.
You know, he's not just a shooter, guys. Hardaway Jr. is also capable of getting creative and mixing things up, too. I like it.
Now here's Murray. Three-pointer. Porzingis with the rebound.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
First team foul.
The Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Doncic looking it over. Hardaway passes to Doncic. Launches it.
Commendable effort that time by Gordon on the defensive end. Really makes the extra effort to get to the shot.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, with over a decade you had in the NBA, is there an opening night that you remember most?
Man, that very first time putting on that Knicks jersey. The game was in Orlando. I played 28 minutes, which was a lot for a rookie back then, and I'll never forget that night.
Now, here's Doncic. Outside Hardaway. The pass to Porzingis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Aaron. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
2 shots.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Wide open look here for Murray. Hits the three-point bomb.
Boy, the defense has to respect Murray's range. I mean, there's a reason he's a volume three-point shooter.
On the wing, Doncic. He's covered by Murray. And Doncic throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Porzingis with the ball, out guarded by Barton. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. Outside Hardaway. On deep. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
Yeah, I agree. And you got to have a sense of when you're not going to be able to get to the ball. That just wasn't a smart foul.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Doncic against Murray. To the paint. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. It's a 5-point game.
And Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find his weakness, and I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has it.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. And now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. But, Greg, the one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense. With his passing and shooting, you throw in the step-back game of James Harden, you start to see why he has become such a problem for this league.
Here's Barton following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Barton kicks to Porter, shoots over Doncic. Porter, no luck.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
To the middle, here's Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Barton into the lane, and he comes up with the deuce.
You know, Barton's an improving ball handler, and because of that, he's got more moves now that he can choose from when he's going off the bounce.
Now here is Hardaway. Passes it to Doncic. To the left side wing. Porzingis passes to Hardaway. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baiting him into it.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Jokic with the steal. Porter in the corner. And finished off by Porter.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
The three for Doncic. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for Dallas. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We'll return shortly. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the floor for Dallas. Hardaway on the wing along with Finney Smith. Big men on the floor. It's Porzingis and Powell. And it's Doncic in at the point. Here's Murray following the score by Dallas. Gordon trying to break loose. Murray, no good.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Hardaway with it. Out guarded by Barton. Pass to Powell. Back to Doncic. The trade. Jokic grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail by 3. On the wing, Porter. And a little hot that time, but it drops. And that's now 6 points for Michael Porter.
Porter Jr. has a unique combination of size and skill, and as a result, able to beat defenders in the catch-and-shoot game.
Down low, Porzingis. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Porzingis has got 10 points in the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
For 3, Murray, and he's good on the 3-ball. And that ties it up.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
And as you can see, he still wears Hardaway Jr. on the back of his jersey, Clark, showing respect for the path his father laid.
And Kevin, how cool is that? You know, his dad, Tim Hardaway Sr., was an all-star point guard. And even if Jr. never makes an all-star game, he certainly is making his father proud. That's a real cool story to Hardaway.
And it looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. On the wing, Hardaway. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas. No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Outside Hardaway. Outside Porzingis. It's good again, and the next one, 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Hardaway passes to Porzingis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Clark, you were actually one of the original stretch bigs, so do you think your game would be more suited for today's NBA?
Kevin, stretch big may be stretching it a little bit in analyzing my game. I did have a decent shot, but my work was done with ball skills and scoring inside. I would have added the perimeter shot, so I think I would have been able to handle today's game effectively, being kind of a combo forward. Big enough to do work inside, but skilled enough to get outside, too.
Now, Doncic following the three-point attempt by Jamal Murray. Porzingis at the elbow. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Jokic has the size necessary to deny shots, and it helps when he's engaged on the defensive end.
Denver foul.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far?
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They also haven't been afraid to take it strong to the hoop early on tonight. I like that.
Now here's Murray. 8 points for him. Here's Porter, and they convert it last on attempt number 3. Porter's got his 3rd basket of the night. Barton against Hardaway. Doncic outside. Here's the triple. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. 40 seconds left in the first half of the game. And it's out of bounds. It's touched by Doncic. Mavericks on D. 6-point lead.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Outside Hardaway. It's Powell on the wing. Over Jokic. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
Fantastic defense.
And so it's Dallas with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was all Kristaps Porzingis in the first quarter. He had 18 points and 9.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Austin Rivers. He's out there with Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at small forward. Left side, Brown. Pass to Brunson. Pocket 2. Takes a 3. And they'll get another chance. The kick out to Brown. The Mavericks rebound. Now here's Bullock. Defense is right there. 5 to shoot. Brown dishes to Bullock. They get it back. And it's Brown on the follow. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game. And that's helped them stake this lead.
Hits his first attempt of the half. Not what you'd call suffocating D on that possession.
That's a mistake they cannot afford to repeat very often. I mean, you can't leave him alone like that. He'll torch you.
Brown inside. And here's Bullock from the arc. Trains it from beyond the arc. Bullock's got his first 3 points of the game.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Dallas leading by 7. Out to the right wing. Now the pass to Brunson. 3-pointer. Another 3 for Dallas.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Bucket is good. Morris has got his first bucket in this one.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
You know, Clark, there's a patience to Morris's game that gives this team confidence.
Yeah, and I like it too, Kevin. I mean, he makes really excellent reads and never seems to be in a hurry or playing outside of himself. And he can orchestrate with the best of them.
And here's Bullock from the arc. Good on the triple. Bullock's got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustments here.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Brunson kicks to Brown. Back to Brunson. From outside the arc. Up again, and it's Brown on the follow. Brown's got his second basket.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
And there's the drive. That's it. And the Dallas lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Rivers.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Brunson the pass to Kleba. Kicks to Bullock. Lets it go with the three. And it's Denver with the rebound. 58 seconds left in the third. Rivers, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Here's Kleba, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Here's Morris. No good on that one. And it's Dallas the other way. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter. And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Passes to Brunson. Another three for Dallas.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And so it's Dallas out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense.
That's a great look. Great look.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Jalen Brunson out there with Reggie Bullock. Then there's Maxi Kleba. Then there's Moses Brown. And it's Brown in at the three spot. For three, Bullock. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Nuggets trail by 17. Deep two from Murray. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Brown. Brunson scanning the floor. He can't get it to go.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Barton, no luck. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 17-point lead, their biggest. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. He dishes it to Bullock. And Porter comes to help from past the arc. Tips it. And it's Brown on the follow. Brown's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Mavs.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And the three ball is good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league, but who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. Don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
And Powell doing a nice job using his length on these hard shots. I mean, excellent at powering through the contact.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Dallas leading by 20. Pass to Doncic. Inside, here's Porzingis, and it's sent back by Jokic. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. .156 left to play here in the fourth. Hardaway passes to Doncic. Clock at 4. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Here's Finney-Smith. Nailed from three-point land. Finney-Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Dallas.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Porzingis.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Denver with the ball. Murray outside. And the pass to Jokic. Lets it go from deep.
Tell you what, like with most players, when Doncic is aggressive on defense, it makes a difference and causes his coaches to smile.
Up top, Powell. Beyond the arc. Here's Hardaway. Misses. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
For